this story, which is less well known, is sort of a sequel where Midas has gotten rid of the golden touch and he goes off into the woods to follow the god Pan. Pan is boasting about how he's the best, and the local mountain god says maybe we should have a contest with Apollo, who everybody else thinks is the best. And so the two gods engage in a music contest.
The age-old question of what kind of music is better.
Pan, who represents
street music, popular music, or
Apollo, who's
God's music, spiritual music, serious music.
He had in his mind using Turkish folk music to connect to Pan.
Kind of voodoo, almost ceremony.
And Ottoman court music to connect to Apollo.
That eventually turns into actually a kind of a whirling dervishes kind of thing.
High-low elements in his Turkish music tradition.
It's the mixture of the Western instruments with the Turkish instruments.
In the end, you get this just sort of climactic moment of anticipation. What's going to happen? Who's going to win?
One of the things that helped big time was we had a reading session with American Opera Projects.
Before he wrote the music, it was a libretto workshop with just actors.
That reading kind of opened my eyes. I saw what was possible, what could happen.
We realized, I think, that we needed this more modern story to help people get into the ancient tale.
And also, you know, in opera, always something you won't go wrong with is a love story.
A couple from today's time that are visiting Sardis as tourists.
This composer, he's the serious composer, and the girl is this kind of pop singer.
Venturous, impulsive.
And he's introverted, and he's
ivory tower, modern musician.
And there's a tour guide, and eventually the tour guide turns out is Midas himself.
Falling into this ancient story, they go through an experience that allows them to really feel those two opposite things.
They start to understand each other more. There is no correct answer to this. Not what you listen to, but how you listen to, how open a mind you have. That we have conflicts, differences, but that's how we're beautiful.